It's been a much nicer weather. The weather's been nicer than it has been in years past in terms of temperature. Because in a couple of years ago, I mean, it was hot as hell, but it's much nicer today. And you know what? It's going to be a very nice night. It's going to be a nice night for some baseball because it's time. It's time for our second round to finally start. And before I begin the show, let's let me share this with some people. And we have Spike Ryan in the shot for the first time. Okay. But it's great to see you, though. Okay. And I'm going to also get my pop-out chat. But anyway, how's everything going, man? Oh, hey, it's all cool, man. It's all cool. So at the end, I made some changes in terms of, like, for the people I haven't seen in a while, I replaced them with people I've been seeing a lot lately. And, well, believe it or not, Spike Ryan, even though I had to relegate you in the wrestling series, I decided to do something. I decided to do something about that, and I'm happy to say that, oh, they're Boston Red Sox. Oh, see, I did not know that. Although I might start doing a Who Wants to Be a GM edition, but that's for Season 5. This is Season 4. But anyway, the long and short of it is that, believe it or not, I actually have you as a player. Yes, I actually have Spike Ryan in the cut, so to speak, as the kids these days say. But I did not know that you were a fan of the Boston Red Sox. That's cool, man. I did not know that. Yeah. However, basically, you took over the spot of somebody that was on the show, but I haven't seen in a while. So in other words, you're inheriting that person's position, and the team that that person is on is, of all teams, I'll show you, the Chicago Cubs, because that was where that person was up until they got replaced. But for those who are just coming in, or for those who are watching this on the replay, I may as well go into, well, how does round 2 work? Now, round 1 was very straightforward. 30 teams enter, but 12 teams get eliminated and 18 move on. Well, we'll be going from 18 to 10, but it's going to be a lot more different. And that is, the object is for any one team to get 3 players, or to recruit 3 players. How do you recruit players? You win games. And you win games against those who have players on their team. And whenever a team has exhausted all of their star players, i.e. created players that I made, then that team is eliminated. But once a team has 3, then they advance into round 3, i.e. the playoff round. And the faster that you do it, one, you become the division champion, of course, but you'll get a better seed. And of course, the 2 teams that make it, that are the slowest, of course, will be in that wild card game that they have. So with all that said, I just wanted to at least give you more or less a general outline on how that works, though. All right. Let's see. We have Brandon and we have Wally. Okay. Let's see. Huh. Well, I know that Brandon was here first, but Wally, of course, is the GM in this case. So, well, shit. Well, technically, Brandon or Spike Ryan got in the chat first, though. But let me see. I got the Cubs. All right, cool. Okay. So, of course, the Cubs have, among the remaining teams in the NL Central, the Cubs have the lowest seed between them and I'm starting to have Alzheimer's. No. The Cardinals and the Milwaukee Brewers. All right, there we go. I guess the better question is who wants to go first. I think that's probably the better question, though. Also, hey, what's up, Azriel? I think that's the better question is who wants to go first. And then once I determine who wants to go first, then I'll go into the next question and so on and so forth. Anyway, how's everything going there, man? Put you in? All right. All right, so Azriel is with... Yeah, that's true. That's true. But once that's done, you can then start your quest on winning the championship you never technically lost, but that's another show for another time. All right, so Azriel wants to go next, or go first, I should say. And currently he's on the Chicago White Sox. And I'm just checking my notes here. Okay. Hey, what's up, Patty? All right, and actually... All right, so Azriel, you have a choice. You can either take on one of your AL Central rivals. You can either take on I was going to say the Indians, but the Cleveland Guardians, or you can take on the Tigers. So right now you can only challenge your division foes until one of them wins, quote, one of them wins the championship or the division title, I should say. So, but yeah, the Tigers or the former Indians, you can challenge one of those two teams and we'll put that game together as part of the second round. But yeah, it's great to see you there, Wally, and Patty too. Yes, Atticus is on the Tigers. Yeah, that's right. Atticus is on the Tigers. Atticus and Jose are on the Tigers. And then for the Guardians, it would be Ram, as in Patty's son, Ram. Yes, you're still on the White Sox. You're still on the White Sox, man. But do the Braves for... That's also my son. See, I didn't know he was your son. You're just here for a little bit, but to do the Braves on the next stream? Oh, all right. Not a problem, Wally. You have Patty, remember? I guess I should probably remind you that Patty was originally part of the San Diego Padres, and then you traded Jamar to get her, and Patty agreed to the trade. So you're with Patty. You're with Patty. So yeah. Oh. Okay. So Detroit has the lower seed, so that means you get to host, or the White Sox get to host it. Excuse me. Hey, what's up, Clinton? Was it? Oh, on the Braves, it's you and Joshua James. Yes, Joshua James. You won against his team, which was the I forgot the team that he was on, but originally, but ultimately you have him on. Oh yeah, that's right. He was on the Washington Nationals, and the Braves beat them, and that's how you recruited him. The never-ending battle between you and Atticus. I wonder how well this is going to go down with Atticus, though. But yeah, you currently have Joshua with you on your team. But by the way, these games are not like full-length games. These are going to be, yep, we're going to guaranteed rate field, although really nothing in life is guaranteed. No, these games are 3 innings, so these are not going to be super long games by any stretch. I doubt it's going to go well. Well, what do you mean it's going to go well? I don't know. What you mean by that? Neither can live without the other survive, while the other survives the story of Atticus and Azrael. Oh, I thought that was going to be a telenovela or something like that. Okay. So it's going to be Azrael and Patty against Atticus and Jose. Jose's also on oh, there we go. I forgot to showcase that part. I'll let Jose know. Yeah. And you know what? Since Wally, since you were second and you're the GM, you can go next. You can go next after this one, so I'm cool with that. Oh yeah, those are the World Series championships that they won. It's a Harry Potter reference. See, I did not know that.
Carlos Rodon gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Carlos Rodon, the pride and joy of NC State University. Overpowering fastball at times, 94 to 96 miles an hour with some cutting action. His best secondary pitch is the hard slider.
There we go.
Does have a changeup that's
I just wanted to share that with Jose.
He has a chance to shut anybody down.
So stepping in is Akil Baddoo.
Oh no, you're a GM and a player, because you're the GM and the player. And really, what other team were you ever going to be the GM of? And hey, what's up, Sly Cooper? And Sly Cooper, I have some Tom Riddle. Oh, is it Matt Riddle?
And he lays off for ball 1. Good night
anyway,
for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees.
Well, I'm happy for your family situation there, Sly Cooper, like out of character. Anyway, fouls it away.
2 strikes now. The 1-2.
Fouls away. So, the stakes of this game is simple. If the White Sox win, they can either pick up Atticus or Jose. Conversely, if the Detroit Tigers win, they have that same option of either getting Patty or Azrael. So that's what's at stake in this game.
Connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Robert
Tom Riddle. See, that's why I don't see. I never got to read the Harry Potter books. I barely even watched the movies, like especially the first one.
Well, Matt, the key for me to
But no, I was always dissuaded from reading those books on the count of witchcraft, which you know, obviously my mother or basically anybody in my whoa, wow, what a shot! Oh wow, for a moment I thought Jose had it, but just could not get it far enough though.
3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Tigers nothing.
But I'm happy that you're doing all right. Oh, and I also have some good news for you, at least as it relates to the Blue Toad Baseball Series.
Matthew Boyd, the southpaw out of the state
all right,
of
so
Washington, will be the starter.
after one half inning, it's still 0-0.
We're getting a look at Matt Boyd, and you know, one of the keys for Matt Boyd when he's good, he has that slider, and that's his binky, that's his bread and butter. He needs to have that to be successful. He struggles at times, giving up multiple hits and innings. One of the keys, establish the strike zone early to give him a chance to use that good hard slider.
The next batter will be Luis
Okay,
Robert.
you know what? I'll start making that list when we do the playoff portion of it. Like once we get down to 10 teams, I'll start taking down the list though. Oh, absolutely, Wally. So yeah, after this game, Wally, you'll be up next if you want to go next. Ooh, nice shot, nice hit there by Luis Robert, but nope, fouled away.
It's a slider taken for a ball.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at
All right,
that
cool,
one?
cool.
A good take there on that pitch.
Swing and a miss.
Missed 2-2.
How's Carmelita doing? Well, as for Matthew Boyd, I think he's doing pretty well as he got his first strikeout.
And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson.
You know,
And now the first
I
pitch.
never thought I'd see the day where I would see a team lose as much as the White Sox have lost.
The execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
Swing
Although,
line drive
nice
to
hit though,
And he
but
will make the play out
nice
there.
play
There
though.
are 2 away now. The moment
Nice
here
play
from
there
Southside to take
by
a look
the
at the
left fielder.
starting lineup in this one.
And as you can see, Azriel Black and Patty Chase are the 3-4 combination, with Patty as the designated hitter. And speaking of Azriel Black, here he is.
Into the box now, Stan the man, Black. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2
So
away.
first real good look at Azriel for round 2. Only one team can be successful at a time. Because I mean, there was a time when the Bulls were successful in the 90s, but they hadn't been successful since.
2-1 the count to the White Sox first
It's so
baseman.
weird. Anyway, Carmelita's doing great, especially since we won the WSW Mixed Tag Team Champions.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on.
Well,
deck.
anyway,
I
the
guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate.
okay,
You have to
but
be
anyway,
in the zone
but
right
to make a long story short, Sly, I actually have you as a player
Grounded
in
back
the
up the
series.
middle. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in
Anyway,
time, and
that's the
ends
end of the inning. There you see Jose Blanco, number 25.
We are still scoreless.
Yeah, I'm very happy for you, though, Sly. Of course, the next episode of Blue Toad Wrestling will be on Sunday, as plans have already been made for Saturday, though. Oh, I'll type it for you.
Pitch, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
The Texas Rangers. And quite simply, you just simply took over the spot of somebody who I hadn't seen in the chat for a while, so it was like, okay. And plus AJ, the guy who's also the GM of the team, was like, you know what? If there was anybody he would mind teaming up with, it would definitely be Sly Cooper.
Is 1-2 now.
Anyway, we have Carlos Rondon, the pitcher, going up against Atticus Black. And of course, Atticus was huge in the game against the Minnesota Twins.
And he
Swing and a miss.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big
And,
pitching,
I mean, Atticus,
some guys have
good hitter,
success
but
with
unfortunately
personnel
just got
that as
fooled.
soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process
He'll have to make some
really
adjustments, though, when he gets up next time.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Scope. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
2 balls and a strike to the
Yep.
Tigers' first baseman.
Yep, it'll be on Sunday. But, all right, count is 2-1, 1 out already.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
All right, so 3 balls
Well, it's a
and 1
pretty
strike.
well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great
Oh, fouls
spot
it away.
to be in if you're the pitcher.
Now it's a full count.
The 3-2 pitch. And he lost
And
him
that's a
here
ball
on
4,
3-2
so
as that pitch
an easy
misses.
base
It's ball
for
4.
Jonathan
Well,
Scope.
you go with the slider there on
Anything
full
on
count.
Saturday?
You're
All right,
hoping that
cool.
the hitter is thinking fastball in swing
But I
forward.
will say
Didn't
that,
work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Oh, yeah.
And
You know
now
what?
in the box, Eric Haas. First shot
I might have
here
to,
with a
you know what,
runner
I'm
first
going to have
and
to
no
make
one
some
away.
changes in terms of,
Comes
well,
set
the match
here,
card,
0-0
although,
pitch. As the first pitch
well,
to him is
anyway.
off the plate for a
I
ball,
have you at the
1-0.
main event, but that's because that main event is going to be the men's Money in the Bank, or should I say Koopa in the Bank, ladder match.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
Yes, Wally actually
It's not
qualified
easy to get your barrel to a pitch
successfully
that high.
for the
That can be an
Koopa
effective
in the Bank
location
ladder
as
match.
long as he keeps it above the letters.
So 1-1.
Fouls it away. 1-2 is the count. With a man on base and
And that's going to be high too.
an out. Now it's an even count at 2-2.
You can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can
Fouls
go.
it away. Still 2-2.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Working for the punch-out and the offering.
Whoa! Wait a second. I would have on. Hey, wait a minute. I would have thought from my vantage point that would have been a bit too low.
In the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough
Oh,
job, and
actually,
even
maybe
the best
that
are gonna
was
miss
in.
some from time to time, especially
All right,
when they're
cool,
sort of
cool.
borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to.
Although I kind of wonder, how would you feel if you became Mr. Koopa in the Bank or the Koopa case holder?
His
Because,
first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away.
Wally, I mean, you've done it all. I think really the only thing you hadn't, or two things you probably hadn't done is
0-1 offering.
win the King of the Ring and
On that one at
become
first,
Mr. Koopa in the Bank. I think that's really the only two things you hadn't done, but you've done it all.
Waved at and missed for the third.
Anyway, a swing and a miss by Miguel Cabrera. I can't even talk. Miguel Cabrera.
We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Striding forward now is the DH, Patsy Chase, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't
All right.
make it back to the corner. It's ball
Now,
one.
starting up this, now starting up the bottom of the second is, of course, Patty Chase. And of course, Patty Chase does have the experience from her time with the Brewers winning the World Series,
1-2 now as that one's
especially when it came to stolen bases. Oh yeah, that's right.
got him.
You know what? You know what, Clinton? I actually have an idea, but I'm not sure if you'll like the idea. And I certainly don't want to give you a gimmick that you hate.
He offered the same pitch 3 times.
But on the other hand, I do want to give you something that's, I guess you could say, exclusive to Blue Toad Wrestling, if you will.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Hit the other
Anyway,
way out
pops
to
it up.
Black
Nice catch there by
back in
Atticus.
to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. So the next to bat will be
I'll send you a
Willie
DM, though.
Garcia. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit on the ground toward the left. He's got it.
Oh, hits it right to third base, but they get the out at first.
Down in
2
order,
down.
the White Sox will move to the third with no score.
You know, I was thinking of doing just on occasions, but given that, you know, Seth is doing his thing, and Roman, of course, only just came back and is no longer part of the bloodline in the sense of, you know, he don't have his backup like he once did. So I might consider doing a reunion, but with, you know, 2015 Seth Rollins and 2015 Roman Reigns. So I would have to bring those guys in, as opposed to the Visionary and the Tribal Chief, of course. So in other words, it would be back to their Architect and Big Dog characters for that to work. All right, 1 down. All right, cool.
Next, here is Nico Goodrum, previously against Carlos Rodon. He's 0 for 5. From the stretch. Popped up. Black is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Standing in now, Akil Baddoo. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 1-0. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit.
I'm just sending a DM to my good friend Clinton.
Swing and a miss.
All right, let me see. Let me catch up on the chat there. Yeah, Seth Rollins is injured, but he'll be back. I will say that.
And the inning goes
May have to
away in
update my look for Blue Toad Wrestling for the plans we talked about, TJ.
Way outside the strike zone. Down in order go the Tigers. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
And so far, no score after 2.5 innings. So, very simply, if the White Sox score 1 run, and as The Rock would say, 1 run, they win the game. So for Detroit, they have to prevent that in order to force a 4th inning.
Ready to deal.
And then Wally's like, somebody get a run. Hey, what's up, Mario Party Brandon? What's up, man? Swing and a miss.
And I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the 2nd strike.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Oh, I'm doing pretty well, man. It's always nice to enjoy a game of baseball and the smell of Cracker Jacks in the afternoon.
Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far from the zone. That's one you don't.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So that's a ball. That could have easily have been a strikeout. Full count. Pops it out. Still 3-2. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Otherwise, yeah. Very well, man. Popped up. But this time. One down.
That's
right.
exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
Seth Ron. Yeah. I mean, of course, we know that Dean Ambrose is in AEW, and he's. Of course, nowadays we now know him as John Moxley. But no, obviously Brandon is talking about the OG Shield. But just minus Dean Ambrose, and in his place would be Spike Ryan. So. But like you said, sorry for the
ball and a strike.
He says it's fine, Brandon. Oh, I think he meant to say, and by Brandon he definitely means Spike Ryan, though. All right, one down. Count is now 3-1. Now this is where pitching is going to be paramount because. All right, cool. But also for the for the benefit of our good friend Mario Party Brandon. Fouls it away.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping in next, Adam Engel. Game on the line here, and a ball deep in the gap would make this place explode.
All right, cool. All right, fouls it away. And after a walk, we now have a man on base. But so far, nobody has been able to get to second. So that's another thing to. Whoa! Well, he hit it high, but not far enough. Now we have 2 outs now. Now at the top of the order, we have Luis Robert.
He can make these fans go nuts and secure the win if he can place a ball deep enough into the gap. Throw over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in.
Ooh, almost got him, but not quite.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Comes set, the 0-1.
Anyway, fouls it away and goes right into the audience. All right.
to find a way to keep that
0-2 is the count, and now Robert has to protect the plate, and he manages to do it. It's still 0-2, and if nothing else, you know, Robert is trying to get Boyd to tire himself out to get him to hit that one hit. Well, that's a hit. So now we have runners at first and second. However, there are 2 outs, and a force can be made at third.
Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts.
It's all good, Wally. Okay, cool. Anyway, fouled away, 0-1 is the count.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson.
2-1 is the count now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Indeed, the last thing he wants to do, does Matthew Boyd, is load the bases.
Hit hard back up the middle.
And this could bring in a run. And this could be, I believe.
And the good guy
It is over.
off as a winner. He is.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic.
All right.
And that's exactly what happened.
Well, congratulations to the White Sox. They win. And
That 1 run held up
hang on a
tonight.
moment.
1-0 the final. The Palehose led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Carlos Rodon is the winning
well,
pitcher of
not Atticus, sorry. Azriel has a big decision to make, and I'm all ears. But final score, 1-0.
You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
So it was a shutout for the most part, but in the end, it was Robert who came up with a big win. He chooses Charizard. Nah. Yes, you get to pick somebody from the Tigers, and you can either pick Jose or Atticus. So you pick, okay. So that means that Jose by default gets to be the GM of the Tigers, since he's now the only person left on that team now. All right, well, but that also means that the Chicago White Sox become the first team to advance to the playoff round, i.e. round 3, or the playoff round. All right, so I'm just going to put the Chicago White Sox. I have this on my Excel sheet, so... And I just need to list them just to remember. So for the Chicago White Sox, they are the first to advance to the playoffs. So that means Azriel, Patty, and Atticus. You guys get to chill until we get... We go from 18 to 10 teams. So, in other words, you get to chill for the time being. All right, so Wally gets to go next. All right, let's see. Wally. And just as before, Wally can call out, Wally can call out either the Philadelphia Phillies or... where's the other team? Or the Miami Marlins. You'll go after Wally? All right, cool. All right. In that case, I will do that for you there, Spike Ryan. Then you have to get going after this game. All right, let me go over to exhibition really quickly. All right, so now the question is, who do the Braves want to fight? the Phillies or the Miami Marlins. Ooh, the Phillies. Okay. Now, since the Phillies have the higher seed than the Braves, that means that in that case, Philadelphia has the home field advantage. So we'll find out if the Braves can unseat the Phillies. And if they do, well, yeah, if they do, they'll be able to recruit their star player. In this case, it would be our good friend Munchie, and that would more or less kill two birds with one stone. But if the Phillies win, then they can recruit either Wally or Joshua. So this is high stakes, folks. Wally, good luck, and may the best team win. All right, here we go. So yeah, you're going into enemy territory this time around, buddy. All right, three innings. We're going to August. Oh, I see. Well, Azrael, you could always you can always switch to Jose and have him on your team. You can do that. You have that right to do that. So you can take Jose instead. Anyway, let's see. All right, cool. I'll hold that thought there. I'll have to hold that thought because while Wally and Joshua are playing on the field, Munchie is a relief pitcher, so we'll see if she gets some play time. But we'll definitely see that when we get to the playoff round. All right, I will give you Jose instead. Hold on. You can let Atticus know that I put him back with the Detroit Tigers.
Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa. And Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a
your third baseman for the Braves
with these two elite starting pitchers.
But I mean, that was the position that you played when the Phillies won the championship. I believe it was in season 2, I believe. Yeah, you won the season 2 championship. The Braves did.
Sometimes it's hard to master
Zach Wheeler
but if you can master 5 like
is the starting pitcher for the Phillies, and of course Wheeler is no joke here.
First offering.
Amethyst's husband? WSP is Alex? Amethyst's husband? Who's this? You just told him? Alright, cool. Although, a nice hit there. And this could be a double. A stand-up double. Wow. My wife changed my YouTube name. What? Anyway, a nice hit there by Eddie Rosario to start off, and if this happens to be the case, Phillies are in trouble. Because up next is Walter Johnson.
At the plate, Walter Johnson.
And it's fair. Can he beat it out? No, he cannot.
One third baseman grounds out to the other, one away. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see
I'll play for any team that's not in the same division as Detroit. Okay.
That goes to the best offensive player in the league, hands down.
Well, now that the well, good news, Atticus, is that now that the division championship has been won, you can now challenge any other team. As far as you can now challenge any other team to solidify your spot there in the playoffs. I mean,
he's also hit a couple of home
all right.
runs against him. A ball and a
Oh,
strike now.
the question is, can someone else grab him, or is he out for the season? Who's he? Atticus? I'm just wondering who you mean by he. Yeah, the Brewers are still in. In fact, you're still on the team there, dude. We have a man at second, one out. No, you still, well, since you got traded back to the Tigers, you're still in play. It's just that if you lose the next game, then yeah, then you're eliminated because that team will have gotten you. But you could also win and gain some players back. So, but no, you're not eliminated. Not yet. Not yet.
He's going to attack this hitter.
And then Jose's like, so basically I'm a hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Well, hey, at least you're not Mr. Potato Head. Oh.
On the move is Harper. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Oh, to answer your, hang on a moment. Let me answer the resident anti-heroes question. I'll type it in the chat.
Set and the pitch. She'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base.
So yeah, you could challenge anybody but the White Sox since they just got in the playoffs, or a National League team since your team is a American League team. Anyway, the Phillies do get out of a jam, and at the end of one half, 0-0. Your YouTube name used to be Alex Williams. Would it be correct to assume that, well, not assume, but presume that your grandfather was Andy Williams? Because Andy Williams was my favorite singer back in the day.
He should induce a lot of ground balls. Changed his arm angle a few years back after modeling Hall of Famer Roy Halladay, Charlie Morton.
Well, who knows? Maybe it works out for you there, Jose. You never know.
Expected to pitch well in this one.
Number 37 is at the plate.
Well, anyway, Wally, you're now back on the field, so let's see if you can stop him. It's up to you guys to stop him. And it all starts with that man right there, Charlie Morton.
And the 0-1.
But yeah, those are the teams that are available to challenge, other than just the teams that I listed out there.
Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
And I do like the... and then Clinton's like, would you rather be a cold Wendy's potato?
This is on the ground over to first.
Gets the... Well, the first baseman gets it, but the pitcher covers first, and they get the out. Anyway, here is the starting lineup for the Phillies.
What's the key for a home victory tonight, Dero?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this
I challenge my... Okay.
But that could sometimes work.
I have Brandon, and then you can go next after Brandon then. Which I'm cool with that.
And he popped him up. Albies ranges back and
all right,
has it for out
2 down for Philadelphia.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper.
Jose, it was a close game that I barely won. Yeah, I mean, then again, it could have happened the other way. I mean, we could have seen Azriel or Patty recruited. So it could have happened that way. It could have. But up next is Bryce Harper.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
Oh, well, this isn't ECW, dude. I mean, yes, I know that they're based in Philadelphia, but yeah, this isn't ECW, dude.
In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
All right. Whoa, what a shot! And
that's going to wind up hooking.
Oh, for a moment I thought he was going to get it, but it hooked and it still stayed in. For a moment I thought he had it. And wow, what a play by Wally! And who said Wally was nothing but muscle? The guy can go fast. Look at the speed that it took for Wally to get to that ball, make the play, get the out. Just goes to show that Wally is, in a good way, an absolute athlete.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike one.
In my opinion, one of
Wally,
the
what a play!
in the game to square up, just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Now, of course, Munchie, if she was here, I'd have... Oh, you know what? I forgot to share this with Munchie. How stupid of me. How absolutely stupid of me. I forgot to share this with our good friend Munchie.
Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that.
All right, cool.
So badly up there, but that was a great pitch for route number one.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
In is Jorge Soler. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one.
All right. I forgot to share this with Munchie, though. But now I just did. All right, cool.
Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's
and Soler going fishing. Not a good idea, dude.
Find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
And this time holds off. I guess Wheeler was trying to test him to see if he would swing at anything, but nope, not that time.
So why not see if he'll offer at it again?
So 1-2.
2-2 now. Too low.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch.
Fouls it away. Ooh, got him inside. Got him looking. And Wheeler gets his third strikeout.
He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The second baseman,
You know, I would have to think that for the Phillies, you know, they have to have the confidence knowing that if Wheeler falls off, that they can at least turn to Munchie, you know, given her status as a relief pitcher. Not the setup or the closer, but otherwise a reliever that can go long.
Albies with a 1-1 count now.
He got a swing and a miss on that last
swing and a miss, though.
That's not the location
1-1.
he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
All right, 2-1. 2 down.
A little early, and now Now it's even at 2-2.
Fouls it away.
And another foul
And
ball.
again. Ooh, for a moment I thought he was going to hit him, but thankfully it didn't.
Struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Here's the payoff pitch.
And too low. Too low. And we now we have a runner on first.
Just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
And stepping in, Travis d'Arnaud. He takes his
Travis
first
d'Arnaud
cuts in
up
this
next.
one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals.
That was a pretty
Nice
good
one
fastball
down
after
the
he
middle.
walked the hitter previous.
Nice
Was a
pitch
little
there down the
angry
middle.
on that heater.
And Clinton's like, just get a hit. Yeah, it's easier said than done. But if they can get it, whichever team gets it is most likely going to win. Most of the time.
Lays off
1-1.
and it's 1-1.
Too high.
Too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Albies, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Too low again.
Several inches below the zone in fact.
Well, for Zach Wheeler, he's got to get it up. Otherwise the Braves could just as easily walk their way into victory.
Ready with the 3-1.
Fouls it away. Now it's a full count.
Well foul.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes.
I imagine that Wally will be just as happy to get a walk.
Swing and he launches
And
this one to deep left field.
Is this out of here?
Going back.
It's out of here!
One is gone.
For a moment, I didn't think it was going to go far enough, but no, it did. Travis d'Arnaud with a big hit, a big fly, and it's a 2-run home run.
Taking a 2-run lead.
And for Atlanta, this is a huge, huge hit, as that now puts them up 2-0. But of course, as we all know, and in fact, our good friend Lenny Kravitz was the one who said, "It ain't over till it's over."
But you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
Austin Riley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 27.
Oh, never mind. Okay, so Austin Riley's going to come in and pinch hit.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
98 right down the middle. Yeah. Could have tried to go for an off speed or a curveball or something.
2 out, nobody
Something
on.
to trick him. Or a slider or something, but just nothing like a fastball.
Fouled away.
Or then again, I'm not much of a
Now the
pitching
1-1
aficionado. If anything, Clinton's probably more
Is laid off for
versed
ball
at,
2.
the types of
That's
pitches that you
40
can do.
pitches
But
for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a
But
start
yeah,
that
when
he's
it was
going to
down the
go
middle
very
at
deep.
98, I mean, it's doesn't matter what kind of pitch it is. It's, a very good hitter can just hit it out, and that's what happened.
The 2-1. Now a ball
Smacks it
fouled
away.
down the right field line out of play.
2-2
So that'll
now.
move the count to 2-2 now.
It wasn't intended to be there, just thrown
That was
off.
kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up
okay.
there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Skied in
Yeah,
there
they
straight
should be
away
down
right.
low.
Harper has a read on it.
Anyway,
And that's
well, that's the end of the half inning, but thanks to Travis d'Arnaud,
But two come across
it is a
to score.
2 Travis d'Arnaud.
But two come across
It is a
to score.
2-run
The
home
inning
run
courtesy
thanks
of
to him.
this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 Atlanta. Dylan Lee, the 6'4" southpaw, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 74, Dylan Lee.
Last half of the second set to go, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Rhys Hoskins.
Rhys Hoskins.
First pitch on its way.
He's had
Okay.
some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone because the more they see
All
this
right,
guy,
there we go.
sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies' first baseman.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
And wow, nice hit though. Opposite hit, and that might just go for a double. And I'll tell you what, if Philly is going to get back in this game, they got to make a run.
Exactly what you want to do, and you've gone
And that's a good start for them.
Answer the bell. So he leads off the next inning.
Rhys Hoskins, great hit
Now if they can scratch a run or two
to go
across this inning,
opposite
they'll be right
field.
back in this one.
JT Realmuto, if I'm even pronouncing that young man's name right.
JT Realmuto. He offers
Although,
it and hits it in the air
does
to
he
left.
hit it? Not far enough.
Is right there as
1
he
down.
puts it away, no problem for the first down.
Batting fifth.
All right, the Atlanta
So
Braves
defense,
back on
we have
this way.
Wally Johnson at third base, but next to him at shortstop is, of course, Joshua James. And we'll find out how Joshua is going to do now that he's with the Braves.
He has got to control this game.
I have to ask Wally, Wally, how do you feel about having Joshua on your team as opposed to having to fight him?
As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
I'll let him answer that.
The 1-0 delivery.
Oh, too low.
In the dirt here.
And
The throw will go to third, and he's gonna
And a
make it
wild
to third
pitch that
here.
results in
Advances on
the
wild
runner
pitch.
from second
That can be a
advancing to
tough read as a
third.
runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there,
Like-
and now he's
Like
only
that Joshua's
90
with the
away.
Braves. Hey, I'm happy for you too, man.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. A man at third with 1 away. Even count, 2 balls. and
So
2
a
strikes.
base hit at this point is going to put in a run.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging.
And swing and a miss.
Well out of the zone,
And
there
now
are
it's
2
2 down.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's
All
in
right,
there
so
for
up next
strike
is
1.
Didi Gregorius.
Cash in here in his first
Gregorius,
at-bat
I meant.
with a runner at third and 2 gone.
Right now, if you're Atlanta, the last thing you want to do is give up a run and make the game closer than it needs to be.
The 0-1. Well above the
Obviously, if you're Philadelphia, you want to get back in this game. And or at the very least make it close enough so that you can take it at the end. But obviously, that's easier said than done.
The 1-1 home.
Make it 2-1 now. Fouls it away.
Pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now.
Oh, too far inside, and it's now 3-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Full count.
3-2 pitch.
And he fouls it away and breaks the bat. We'll have to get a new bat for him. Fouls it away. Well, for Gregorius, I mean, it's not a bad idea to try to get more pitches out of Lee. But instead, he grounds out to second, and they get the out at first, which prevents a run from being scored. That's good for Atlanta because now it keeps them at 2-0 at the end of 2. Now, the Braves do have a chance to add to that lead and make it that much more difficult for the Phillies to make a comeback.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Eddie Rosario.
All right, so Eddie Rosario going to start off with having already gotten himself a double this game. Yeah, Philly is in trouble because they got to get out of this inning, and they're really going to have to turn it up. Otherwise, it is over for them. Swing and a miss.
Leadoff man. One and two now as that one's fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler.
I got the count. 2-2.
Oh, too low. All right, well, up next on deck is our boy, Walter Johnson.
Into the windup, ready
and
hard,
whoa, nice opposite field hit and got it over the third baseman's glove for a single.
From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
All right, Wally, good luck, man. And for Zach, I probably should be wishing him good luck because he'll need it, as he already has a runner at first. And even though Wally didn't get the hit from last time, he was close. But let's see if he can get it. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Well, now Wally's gonna have to protect at this point. And he does.
Shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Too low and 2 away. You know, how do I put this? Too low and too far outside for Wally to even try to go golfing. One and two.
Here's the 1-2. Fouled off.
Fouls away. Hey, what's up, Joker? How you doing, man?
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder.
Of course, like anything else, we'll go as long as we can in terms of number of games we can play. Anyway, great to see you there, Joker.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Full count to Wally.
3-2 pitch.
Ooh, good hit, but fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through
Yeah,
the
this is
order,
8
you start
pitches
seeing
on this
an
at-bat there,
incorporation of some more
Wally.
off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Too low. And Wally gets on first base, this time via a walk, so...
Always tough to issue a
Oh,
free pass, but especially
let me check
troublesome
here.
when you give up a single right before that to
Joker,
start the
Joker,
inning.
Joker.
We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Joker. Oh, you're currently on the Miami Marlins there, Joker.
Making 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last.
So yeah, you're on base
certainly
right now.
just missed it.
And of course we have Brady Freeman, who of course this was at around the time that he was still with the Braves. Obviously he has since moved on.
The 0-1 pitch. Looks like
Swing and a
he
miss.
swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Now a swing and a miss.
And a swing and a miss, and that's the first out for the inning. And the 4th strikeout for Zach Wheeler.
Pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye
Wally
level.
is scared to bet.
That fastball
Nah.
looks so enticing.
He had to protect.
You see that ball,
It's just
and
that,
hit
no,
it,
if
you think
anything,
you can
the
drive it,
pitcher
but
was
it's
scared,
really
you know?
hard to get on top of that good
But let's see how scared he is of,
fastball.
you know, Joshua James, Double J.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. One count and the pitch lifted down the line in left, but this will wind up being a foul ball.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great 2-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Fastball.
And ball 1 for Joshua. For a moment, I thought he was going to get struck out, but hey, crushing Kelly.
Really good eye at the plate.
Well, you know what? Hang on a second. Let me do this. Also, great to see you, champ.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect.
Everybody's saying hello to Kelly. That's awesome.
That pitch wasn't even close.
Hopefully you didn't forget your ring.
To hit that one.
Anyway, swing and a miss by Joshua, and he's out.
Adam Duvall, 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd.
Well, for Zach Wheeler, I give him credit. The fact that, you know, he gave up, you know, a hit and then a walk. And then just like that, he has 2 outs, 2 strikeouts. Giggles, thanks. Aww.
Ready to deal.
There we go.
Comes the first pitch. He'll get caught chasing
Hey,
the
Joker,
back.
I'm not
Strike
scared.
1.
Yeah, she was with the Milwaukee Brewers last season. You know, season 3. Yeah, she won a championship, and then she decided to, I guess, retire from sports activity. And well, they do get the out though at first. All right. So now we go to the bottom of the 3rd, which is our 9th inning in this case, because for the Phillies, they have to score 2 runs at least to keep the game going. Anything short of that, and the Phillies are not only are the Phillies eliminated, but the Braves will be the ones to move on and go to the playoffs. At least as far as the NL side is concerned.
First pitch on its
Here we
way.
go. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there.
So yeah, Wally, should the Braves hold on, simply put, you would be recruiting Munchie on your team, and Munchie is a relief pitcher in the sense that if, say, your starter falters, then at least you'll have somebody to carry the load, at least until you get to the setup guy and then the closer. So at least you have somebody to hold the fort as far as pitching is concerned.
Nope, that's inside.
But, however, if Philadelphia can get 3 runs or more, then they will win the game. I forgot to mention that part, though. Yes, Patty also was Patty was also part of that team, as was Jamar. Like all 3 of them, they did pretty well in that team. But you also have to give an assist to Kane. Yes, Kane. I.e., you know, the meme of, that's got to be Kane. That's got to be Kane. Hey, what's up, Leo?
It's a fastball that misses.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are
So we have Dylan Lee as the pitcher still.
Borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
We have Ronald Torres, I believe that's his name.
To swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
Fastball in there, 3-2. And he lays off
And
ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works
okay,
the
I thought for a moment he got a called strikeout, but no, he actually made it on base. And if you're Dylan Lee, the last thing you wanted to do was give up a walk. However, you do have 1 out, and a double play can end this right here. Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me see if there's any roster space. Hold on.
He's set. Here it comes. Ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Okay, I think I might have a spot for you. Although, wait. Well, they got the out at first, though. I thought for a moment they didn't get it, but they got it. All right, I think I have a spot for you. However, you would just simply inherit that person's that person's spot there, and position and everything that goes with it. All right, there we go.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Flew out and is
all right, so I got a spot for you, though.
far.
All right, 2 down, but with a man at second. A well-placed single could score the runner at second and can get it to within 1.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to get into this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
2-0.
It's laid off, but in
Oh.
there for strike 1.
A changeup that gets a strike.
Take a hack at right there. Change up
All right,
up
2-0. 2-1 is the count.
Have that one back.
Fastball taken down.
2-2.
Strike 2.
1 more strike.
Yeah, this is
Can he get it?
Pet peeves in the game when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take. Right
Nope,
there.
too low. Now it's a full count.
So a good eye there as he works the count back full.
3-2.
Philly down to their last strike. Swing and a line.
And he hits it right to Wally. Wally gets it. And the Atlanta Braves are the first team to advance to the playoff round of 10, of course.
And a great job by the pitching to close
The Atlanta Braves have done it. They win the division and they win the number 1 seed.
Took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Charlie Morton is credited.
But they also win the services, or obtain the services, excuse me, of Munchie.
So that's a wrap here tonight.
So while Munchie and the Phillies are out, or while the Phillies are out, Munchie will be going over to Atlanta, and Atlanta have advanced to the playoffs. The playoff round, I should say. But GG's indeed, and all thanks to the bat of Darno, I believe, or Darnold, excuse me. My bad. Yep, there you see it, the game-clinching catch. Travis Darnold, okay. But yeah, thanks to Wally. Wally got the last out. And so from here on out, Wally, you get to just simply chill out until we get the rest of the field of 10. But congratulations, dude, and may the best team win. All right. So next up on the list was Spike Ryan. So Spike has a big decision to make himself. All right, so let me cross out the Phillies since now they're eliminated. Okay. All right, so let me see, where's... Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, so Spike Ryan currently is on the Chicago Cubs. And the Cubs have... and the Cubs can challenge one of two teams. They can challenge the Milwaukee Brewers or the St. Louis Cardinals. But regardless of whoever they choose, they will be on the road either way. The Cardinals. Okay. Well, the Cardinals. There. Okay, cool. So we're going to go to Busch Stadium. Interesting. So, of course, you have yourself, and, of course, you have the starting pitcher, the ace of the team, Najee, as part of your team. But then on the other side, you have Rockhawk64. And I'll let Rock himself know that he's up next. Okay, looks good. All right, cool. So, yeah, there you see it. The starting pitcher, Najee. And, of course, Spike Ryan hits at third. Najee is ninth. And Rockhawk is hitting seventh. All right. Now, I'm just going to let Mr. Rockhawk himself know that he's on the mound, or that he's on the field.
Set for nighttime baseball from the gateway to the west, St. Louis, Missouri, and Busch Stadium. This evening, we've got a matchup out of the NL Central Division between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
Cardinals baseball.
All right. I just wanted to at least let Rock know that he has a game. So, all right.
Wainwright, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod.
So, pitching matchup-wise, it's going to be this man right here, Adam Wainwright, against Najee. And really, it's going to come down to Najee. If he can do his thing, then the Cubs have every chance they have in order to advance into the next round.
And our first pitch is taken for ball one as we're officially underway tonight here in St. Louis.
So at stake, if the Cardinals win, then they'll either choose Najee or Spike Ryan to join their team. Conversely, if the Cubs win, not only do they eliminate the Cardinals, and not only do they advance into the playoffs as the second team on the NL side, National League side, then they'll also get the services of Rockhawk 64. I believe in my team. All right.
Here comes the right fielder.
Anyway, nice catch there by Adam Rainwright. Or not. Actually, no, that was not Adam Rainwright who caught that. I'm stupid. Anyway, there you see Spike Ryan, number 3, on the list of the starting lineup for the batting. And of course, being that this is a classic National League game, that just simply means that the pitcher hits 9th on the depth chart there. Matt Dovey up next. You believe in your team, and you have to. You know, just like Bo Dallas used to say, you got to believe. But no, he simply believes. And a hit right up the middle, and that's the first runner on base.
Nice execution right there.
Anyway, there you see number 64, Rockhawk. We'll get a better look at him when he gets to bat, but
sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to.
I mean, that was just a good hit. All right, Spike Ryan making his debut.
Into the box, Ryan.
And he hits it the other way, but no, falls foul. There you see him, number 33.
Duffy, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
And got a cutter inside and got a called strike 2. 1-2 is the count, and Spike Ryan's got to defend.
Now a swing and a
And he
softly
gets it,
ground ball.
and
The second to
wait.
run, but wisely, no thought of a retreat.
Oh no!
And the
Oh,
inning
for
will
a moment I thought he was safe, but no, he got called out.
The cleanup hitter, Patrick
So they got the force at second. So while Spike Ryan does make it on base, he
prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he just manages to get his
unfortunately the lead runner got taken out. So now it's 2 down and a runner at first. Patrick Wisdom coming up.
hand on the throw, and he is
Although
tagged
what?
out.
Oh, he got caught!
Bad
Oh my
mistake
gosh!
that time as he
Spike
hits
Ryan
off
just got
it in
caught
the inning.
before he could get back on base. Wow! They picked him off.
Cards coming up.
I've never seen that before. At least not in this game. I haven't.
Number 6 is the man towing the runner
Anyway,
for the
here
Cubs
is
in
the
this
ace
one.
of the team,
What you have for
Najee
us on
Firefox. Oh yeah, I gotta let him know. How stupid of me! I forgot to let Najee know that he's in the game.
Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Tommy Edman is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Pitch on the way. And he fouls this one off.
Well, I mean, the fact that you almost got a hit off of that opposite field.
Pulled toward right.
Whoa! What a shot!
Right fielder is on the run.
Is he gonna get it? He got it. Oh wait, that was you. Wait, Spike Ryan, that was you. Dude, that was you who got that ball. For a moment I thought it was gonna fall, but no, you actually caught it. Anyway, there you see number 7th on the hitting order is Rockhawk. And that's a guy you really got to watch out for, especially if your name is Najee Firefox. Yeah, so the fact that you were... So even though you may not have the arm, in the sense of you might not have the throwing power, but you have the speed in order to cover a lot of ground. And that speed could be the difference between an out or the other team scoring a bunch of runs. So... if nothing else, that was just a great play.
Plate, 1 ball, 1
And I'm sure
strike.
Najee appreciates
And there
that.
are our
I imagine he
umpires
would
for
be.
this one.
I imagine that he
Working
would
balls and
as a
strikes
pitcher.
will be Mr.
He would.
Darryl Parker.
Well, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not
Outside,
the
that's
case.
the ball.
But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the 2-1 is a changeup.
Oh, nice,
It's off
nice
balance
changeup,
for a
though.
strike.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, the bottom fell out of it.
And a full count to
And
ball
a bit
one.
too high as far as that last pitch there by Najee.
Tyler O'Neill
But yeah,
is on
dude,
deck.
you had the range to cover, you know, the right field. So
The
I think you're
3-2
going to do just fine.
missed.
And
He
so
got
is
him on
Najee as he
strikes.
gets that strikeout. Got his first strikeout for the Cubs. Of course, the Cubs did have a first-round bye.
And 2 gone here in the first.
Or no, I'm sorry, they didn't have a first-round bye. They beat the Pittsburgh Pirates in the previous round.
Ball 1.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
All right, 2 down. 1-0 is the count on to Tyler O'Neill.
A ball and a
Make
strike.
make it even at 1-1.
Ball 2.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a
2
strike.
balls, 1 strike.
Three and 1 to the
Ooh,
Cardinals.
too
left
low
fielder.
though. All right, so now it's 3-1.
So far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And it's
Fouls it
fouled
away. All right, now full count.
2 out, nobody on. Again, another foul ball.
Smacks away and all right, goes out of bounds though. There you see Spike Ryan though. I can't talk. Spike Ryan went for that that foul ball, just couldn't get to it.
Another full count pitch home.
Not
High and deep. Down
not
the
for the lack of
left
trying
field
anyway.
line.
Fouls it away.
This is going to wind up a foul
But for
ball.
O'Neill, this is a good idea to try to tire out Najee.
And a good job there to lay
Although,
off.
unfortunately for Najee, he gives up a walk.
First base runner of the ball game.
Not
Now
what you
with
want to
2 away.
do, especially at this point in the game.
Anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to
Oh,
stop him.
absolutely.
And that'll bring in
Nolan Arenado.
He takes his first cuts
Of course,
in
I
this one with a
I
man
best
at
remember
first
this
and
young
2
man
away.
during his time with the Rockies, and you know, personally, I was so happy that personally for him, I was happy that Nolan was able to just go to a different team because,
He's ready.
you know, as far as the Rockies were concerned at that time,
Ball out to straightaway
he just needed to get out of there for his sake.
As it turns out, the 2-out walk
And I'm happy
doesn't
for him.
come around
However,
to haunt him as that
he
ends
does
the
pop
inning.
out,
Cards lead
and
1.
at the end
Still
of
no
one,
score.
it is 0-0.
Digging in will be Patrick Wisdom. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Oh yeah, Patrick Wisdom. We didn't get to see the rest of his at bat because, well, Spike Ryan got caught.
Now the 1-0. It's taken strike 1. Heading out towards shallow right.
And pops it up.
Carlson
1 down.
has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Oh, here's the defense for the Cardinals.
St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this
You have
match.
two Gold Glove winners, but you also have at shortstop Rockhawk 64.
Ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the
And of course, at the plate is Yadier Molina, and this was at around the time that he was in the twilight of his career. But without question, like he and the rest of the Molina brothers, man, they had like if any set of brothers is worthy of going into the Hall of Fame, it's definitely Yadier and the rest of his brothers, you know.
Like to see him
because and unless anybody else knows, Yadier and his brothers, I mean they've been top tier players. Although this could be, I believe.
Look at this. Gone.
I mean, I was Frank Schwindel with a huge hit, 470 feet or 407 feet, excuse me, with that big fly, and Chicago takes a 1-0 lead in the second. Hey, Primetime, what's up, man? Anyway, we do have time for one more game, but after that, we'll be back next time. But yeah, Schwindel. I never heard of this young man named Schwindel, but if I didn't know who this guy was before, I now know who he is now. What a hit. 407 feet.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
Wainwright has compiled over 2,100 innings of work in his major league career, and over that time he's punched out over 1,800 batters, placing him just outside the all-time top 100 on the strikeout list. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker.
But anyway, how's everything going there, Mr. Primetime? Anyway, fastball, and Wainwright does get himself his first strikeout. Yeah, you have two sworn rivals, and the Cubs currently have a 1-0 lead, but it's still out of a 3-inning game, it's the second inning. So while it's not over by any stretch, it's looking good for the Cubs.
They'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. One pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Had a rough day earlier. Oh, not a problem. Well, not a problem, but you know what? You got through it. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, you're good. All right, cool. But hey, just for now, you may relax.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt.
Swung on. Now they'll have to throw him out. They got him out. But not before giving up a home run to this man right here, Frank Schwindel. Take a look.
Coming on this
oh, mother.
Home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Chicago.
Oh, I'm so sorry, dude.
Yadi Molina digging in now, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Well, I send her my best wishes and my thoughts and my prayers. Absolutely.
Now the first pitch.
Yes, absolutely.
Ball 1, no strike.
Still, that's a long time. But hey.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's
swing and a miss, though. Yeah.
You can tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Swing and a miss, though. Yeah.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Got him. He slurved that
Oh,
time.
got him
That'll be the
looking.
first out of the
Molina eliminated, or struck out, I should say. Snuggle. Oh, thank you for the snuggles. Oh, okay.
Very difficult to be a switch hitter in baseball today. Without question, the more comfortable side being from the right side. So he's going to have his work cut out for him here, hitting left-handed.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Swing and a miss. So far, well, Najee doing pretty well. Got the first out. Hey, what's up, AJ? We got one more game after this, and it is Atticus's game. Unless he decides to pass it to somebody else, in which case I'll go to somebody else. But anyway, great to see you there, AJ, son.
The 1-2 pitch. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
When is your game?
At the plate now.
Yeah, absolutely, Kelly.
He'll take a look at a strike on the
Well,
outside corner. It's 0-1.
it's on a first come, first serve there, AJ, and the next person that was going to be up next is Atticus. But if Atticus decides to pass, then I'll go to whoever else wants up next. And I imagine you'd be up next there, AJ. We'll see what Atticus says, though. Anyway, there you see Rockhawk. He's got a dark beard, and he's got blonde hair. Just like the real guy.
Now into the box, number 62. He'll take his first hacks here.
Number 62.
Pitch on the way. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Swinging a ball hit on
Fouls it away.
The 2-1.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Hit on the ground to short. Fielded
Anyway, hit right to the second baseman. And even though Rockhawk may not be the most athletic shortstop, he definitely has an arm, and that more than makes up for it. I know. Yeah, I remember losing my grandparents in a span of, like, on my mother's side, I lost my 2 grandparents in a span of 3 years. And then my other grandparents I lost, well, actually, they lasted far longer. But they lasted until, like, their late 90s. Each of them did. So it's not like they didn't live a full life. So at least they got to live a full life. Okay. So at least, but still, I'm sorry that it happened, though.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll just make him throw one over.
I can only imagine how Roman Reigns feels with, you know, his father and his uncle dying, and within a month and a half of each other as well. Anyway, nice catch there. 2 down. I lost both my grandmas.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Nico Horner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him.
Ball inside.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Okay.
2-0.
2 balls, no.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Well, I'm so sorry that you lost a lot of members of your family, though. And Clinton, too.
Now he chops at a sinker here as this one's top foul off to the right. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Yeah.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And this is taken
And as we were talking about The Departed, I guess, a walk results in a free base for the Cubs, and especially given that they are in the lead and they have a chance to add to their lead to make it that much more difficult for St. Louis to come back and win.
This is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff.
Oh, absolutely.
This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position.
Well, who knows? Maybe Crush and Kelly, anytime you wish to come back, definitely let me know. Well, when it comes to baseball, that is. My grandma was 103 years old. She was my... Still, that's a long time. That's a long time.
Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into
103 years old. I mean, that's crazy. Anyway, 1-2 is the count in favor of Wainwright. Well, now make it 2-2 now. All right, let me adjust my chair here. I don't know if Atticus is still in the chat, but if not, I'll have to give his game to AJ.
Back in there. A runner on first with 2 away. And a sinker.
Swing and a miss.
Swung on and missed for out number 3. Cubs strand 1, but they're on top 1-0. Trevor McGill, the tall right-handed reliever, takes over pitching duties.
All right, coming in relief of Najee is Trevor McGill, and
so that'll bring in Harrison Bader.
We'll see how he does, because not much is known as far as I'm concerned about Mr. McGill. Anyway, before my 41st birthday, but the same month. Oh yeah, I remember that you lost your mom, but that before then it was like she was on borrowed time. But it wasn't that long ago that, you know, your mom was living the good life, and then unfortunately it just fell apart. But I'm very sorry about that. And I still remember when you mentioned it.
Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and this batter didn't miss.
All right, so Wainwright is going to be taken out, and pitch hitting is El Mundo Sosa. Obviously, no relation to Sammy.
Here's a throw over. A dive, but he's back.
You're my mother's only child. Well, I mean, I have a sister. She's younger than me.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
I mean, of course, given that she's younger than me, you would think she'd be doing this YouTube stuff, but no, she never really cared for it all that much, but I enjoyed it, so that's why I'm doing it. Although, wait a minute, a stolen base attempt, and oh wow! For a moment, I thought he was safe. Let's see. Did he get it? Wait, no. Wait. Did they? No, wait. I honestly thought that should have been, like, from my angle, I thought he was safe. And that's too bad. Well, then again, even if he had stolen it, it still would have ended up being the same, except it would have been just 1 out. But now Tommy Edman is it all comes down to him.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first
It's all going to
day,
come down
he's gonna
to Tommy
execute
Edman
like that,
because if he
be on
doesn't
the
get through,
lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him.
then Chicago will win, and they will also eliminate the St. Louis Cardinals. And while in the process winning the Central Division and becoming the second team to make it to the playoff round of 10.
Cardinals down to their final
He pitched Sonono? Wait, we'll see. We'll see. I'll have to look at the statistics there after this game there, Mr. Primetime, but...
Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch.
And oh, okay. For a moment, I thought he got a hit by pitch, but no, he didn't. But now we have a full count. 1 strike to go.
I think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
Swing and a liner.
And they get the out.
In time, and the ball game is over.
The old adage in baseball is a solo home run won't beat you, but that definitely doesn't apply in these 3-inning games. That can often be all you need, and that was the case in this one.
Well, the Cubs win the game.
1-0 the final.
And for Rockhawk, he's going to have to swallow his pride and be part of the Cubs.
Worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Anyway, good play there by Schwindel. All right. And of course, the player of the game is Najee. But Frank Schwindel was the guy that got them that home run that put them up by 1 in the second inning, and that was enough for them to win. Okay, so it was a... Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, it was... it's a one-hitter because, as you can see under the H, they did get a hit. So, no, it was a hit. In fact, let's take a look. No, not that one. Box score, yeah. So the one person who got a hit was Bader. Bader got the hit. Yeah, so it's not a... So it was a one-hitter, but still. The result is the same. All right. So for the Cardinals, they are eliminated. And for Rockhawk, he now will be moving on to the Cubs. And for the Cubs, they become the second team to advance to the playoff round. And the Cardinals are eliminated. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. Atticus, are you in the chat? I'll give you about 3 minutes starting at the top. I'll give you 3 minutes, though, Atticus. If not, I'll go down who is in the chat currently. Starting now. So, Atticus, if you're in the chat, let me know. Because I do remember you said you were interested in the game, so... So, yeah, Atticus, if you're in, let me know. But yeah, like, I have to ask you, Spike Ryan, how do you feel about Najee being on your team as the starting pitcher? given what he did. I'll let him think about that. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Oh, and of course this game always does this whenever it goes.
MLB The Show.
Didn't mean to do that. I'll put it right here. Let me let Mr. You know what? I'll let Atticus know really quick. All right. I let Atticus know, but we'll see what he says. Okay. I'll give him until the 1 hour 59-minute mark. Then I'll go to my next person, who I saw in the chat, and that was my good friend AJ. Just simply out of fairness. All right, less than a minute to go. But I will say I had a wonderful time with the games thus far. I mean, we have 3 teams that have already made it to the playoff round. Both Chicago teams made it, and the Braves made it too, which of course is insane, but here we are. Joker's still here? Oh, okay. Well, that might be true, but in the event that Kelly's not in the chat, of course, I will ask you, or who else is with you? Or Damian Shelley, if, whenever he's in the chat. Okay. AJ, are you in the chat? I don't know if AJ... Because I remember AJ was... Yeah, I was looking for Atticus, but now that it's been some time, I'm like, okay. Now I'll give AJ a chance, and if not, then Joker, you'll be up next. Oh, Oh, hey, what's up, Mr. P? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Doing great. All right. I'll give him until the 2 minute, 2 minute or 2 hour, 3 minute mark. If not, I guess I can then go to Joker since he was the next up after AJ. But anyway, yeah, I'm happy that you're doing pretty well there, Mr. P. And we had some very cool games that have happened in terms of. Oh, well, there you are. I was wondering where you went, though. Okay. All right. Let's see. Detroit had. Okay, so Miami has the higher seed than Detroit. So. Wait, Miami. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Miami is a National League team. We want an American League team. Sans the Chicago White Sox. I'm sorry if I mentioned that I was going to do it, but then I was like, oh wait, that's a National League team. So yeah, you can face anybody else though. I'm just showing you the teams that you could face off against. Atticus? Houston. You got it. And of course Houston has the top seed, so it'll be hosted there. But all right. We gotcha. My team against Atticus's team. Well, it would have been, but instead it's Houston now. So. Oh, I'm sorry. I went the wrong way. There it is. Much better. All right, so final game of the night. The stupid thing. I hate it when I do that. All right. Well, good luck there to Atticus, as this will take place in Minute Maid Park. And the stakes, I'll get to that in a moment, but let me go over to retractable roof. Yeah, we'll close the roof for this time. All right. Here we go. All right, good luck to oh, I'm so I'm such an idiot. I forgot to take out Jose since he's not with the team anymore. Damn it. I knew I was forgetting something, but I forgot to take out Jose since again, he's not part of your team anymore. Shit. All right. Let me fix that really quick. I apologize for that. I knew I was forgetting to do something, but I was like, oh, shit. Right. Let me go to the roster control. All right. The Tigers. Okay, so Jose, of course, goes to Chicago, but we'll get another second baseman. Yeah, we'll get him. I do like the autofix. Let me check really quickly. All right, cool. Forgot to update that. That's my fault there. My bad there, Atticus. Okay. Three innings. My bad. So what trash player took Jose's place then? Oh. Well, let's take a look. All right, so Jose... Oh, Cesar Hernandez. That's his name. Cesar Hernandez. I imagine Atticus, out of character, is not very happy, which... I mean, to be fair, I probably wouldn't be happy myself if I was in his position. So, you know, then again, it is what it is.
In downtown Houston, coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between
and yet it could have gone the other way.
And the Houston Astros. Major League Baseball on the show.
Anyway, there you see Atticus to the right. And for both of these teams, yeah. Anyway, for both of these teams, it's very simple. Win, and you get the other team's star player. Lose, and your team is out. So, huge mismatch here. Not very confident about this game. But then again, you only need to win one game.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, yeah.
We are underway from
I forgot
Houston as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one.
But anyway, this, as I said, this will be the last game of the night.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Temperature here at game time, a comfortable 75 degrees tonight. Wind up the 2-0 pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Yeah, a little wild here.
And so far, McCullers not doing too good with his pitching thus far. 3 straight balls. Expecting a blowout, to be honest.
With the 3-0 pitch. And he lays off ball 4.
Although I certainly did not expect McCullers to walk a guy in 4 pitches.
That last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Anyway, Jamer Candelario up next.
Next batter is Jamer.
I will say this, though. After this season, or after Season 4 is done, I will get the next edition of MLB The Show, so that much I will say. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
It's 0-2 now. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, the book
All right.
Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
I could, but that doesn't mean I will. Well, they get the double play. They get the double play. I mean, got to give it to Houston, though.
Starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Danny, who stands out to you?
You know, they better not sleep on that guy sitting in the seventh hole. This guy's got over 1,700.
So, of course, Atticus hitting third. And speaking of Atticus, he's up next.
And he's figured that out.
In now, Black.
Oh, no worries, though. Although, nice hit, though, by Atticus. That would have been huge if, you know, there were actually runners on base. But good hit, though, by Atticus.
Tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Ooh.
Standing in now, Eric Haas. As the first pitch to him is in
Eric
there.
Haas coming up now.
He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Set. Here's the 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1.
1-1.
On the other hand, if Houston wins, they'll end up with Atticus on their team. But obviously, Atticus wants to prove that, hey, his team is every bit as good, if not as great, as Houston. And then Mr. P says, hey, Clinton, how are you? Fouls it away.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Swing and a miss, and that's it for Detroit in the top of the first.
One left for Detroit. Now the
So after giving up a walk,
opportunity, no score.
and also after giving up a hit, it's still 0-0.
Matthew Boyd is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Detroit. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at Matt Boyd. And, you know, one of the keys for Matt Boyd when he's good, he has that slider, and that's his binky. That's his bread and butter. He needs to have that to be successful. He struggles at times giving up multiple hits and innings. One of the keys, establish the strike zone early to give him a chance to use that good hard slider.
And of course, you have Jose Altuve. And of course, he was a huge part of the Astros winning 2 championships.
Now here's the first offering.
You know, winning 2 championships in a 5-year span.
Strike one.
I mean, they won it in 18, and then they won it again in 22. 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, 5-year, 2 championships in a 5-year span. Yeah.
Houston's leadoff batter.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Swing and a miss.
He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he got
Swing and a miss. Good stretch there by Matthew Boyd to get the strikeout.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count.
I mean, if Matthew Boyd can do that, the Tigers have an outside chance of winning. They have a chance.
Becomes a lot easier.
Here's Michael Brantley. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Lifetime numbers against Matt Boyd. He's got 5 base hits in 16 tries. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
Fouled off.
1 out, nobody on. Protecting on 0-2.
0-2 already. How you been? The last time I saw you, I have not seen you in a long time since CGS. And strike 3 again. Wow. Matthew Boyd doing pretty well, and he's going to need to be if Detroit is going to have any chance of winning this game
When you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a
and picking up a player of their own.
the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. Hit hard down the
Oh,
line.
good hit by Bregman, and that might just be a double.
It's down the left field line. Throwing to second.
And it is a double. Wow, nice hit though.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez.
You've been doing your own thing.
He'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now.
But I imagine that, you know, Mr. P has, I imagine that you took some time off for you, and, you know, I don't blame you. I really don't.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Bregman at second with 2 down. Popped him up.
And popped up.
Hilario has room in foul territory.
And they get a pop out. So after 1, it is 0-0.
So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. More to come from Houston after this. All set for the start of the inning, and here's the former Rule 5 pick, Akil Baddoo.
Oh yeah, and here's Baddoo when he was a rookie at the time.
As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. Here it comes.
And 3 straight balls though.
The walks down in this start. He's in danger of walking the second guy in 2 innings here.
Now the 3-0 offering.
Oh, well, finally got a strike with that slider.
Showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly
But
aggressive.
a
if he's
walk
not getting anything to
is as
handle.
good as a hit. He's going to first base.
That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Into the box, Jonathan Scope. From the stretch. Edge of the zone that time taken.
Although that time a strike inside the zone at the bottom, but otherwise inside. But remember, Joker, you stay disappearing like a magic trick. But I mean, but no, really, Mr. P, did you, like, you know, just take some time, you know, to do you, and you know, because I can understand, you know, given that the, you know, 2K community can be toxic, which I understand, and I also understand if you needed time for you, so I'm cool with it. But without question, yeah, we did miss you. I miss you, for certain.
A runner at first with no outs here.
All right, a runner at first, no outs. 1 and 2 is the count.
Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. One down.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Trying to do multiple things. Oh, not a problem. But it is understandable too, Clinton.
For the first pitch, a check at first. Runner back safely.
I stay posting videos here and Twitch all the time. You just don't do NBA or WWE. Understandable.
Perhaps wisely, another look to first.
And again, Badu
He's back in easily.
being kept in check with Miguel Cabrera at the plate.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera.
Too low.
Sinker here that misses, hits ball one. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0. Hoping to discourage a steal attempt with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw you
And
off
McCullers is
runner on base.
consistently throwing balls. That's not good. Not good for Houston, because if they end up walking this guy, that's going to put a runner in scoring position. And indeed, that's going to be the case as Miguel Cabrera gets himself a free base. And now we have Cesar Hernandez, who, of course, made his way from the White Sox.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
And for me, this is
Oh, not a problem, AJ. Well, anyway, we can schedule another time, or we'll have your game up first there, AJ, since really you were the next person after Atticus, so it's not a problem, man.
Ready with the 0-1.
Hey, what's up, Rockhawk? I don't know if you saw what happened in your game, though, but anyway, great to see you there, Mr. Rockhawk 64.
Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1.
2-1 is the count. 2-2.
No score here as we play inning number 2.
Too low.
Misses with that one down and in.
I just saw that message just now. I was playing Elder Ring.
You don't see it all.
Yeah, I noticed you were playing Elder Ring, but hey.
If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible.
But I hope you had fun playing it. I heard good things about it, but obviously it's not my cup of tea, but I know that people like playing the game.
Trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result.
But now we have a bases loaded situation, and obviously not good if you're Lance McCullers, though. It frustrates me, but it's fun. All right. Well, I do have some news, but if you want to be spoiled, if not, I'll let you watch your game.
Robbie Grossman comes on with one gone here
As your game has already happened.
So important gig ahead.
Anyway, 0-1 is the count.
Already a difficult
1 out.
situation, So you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
fouled away.
Fouled away. Well, let's just say that your team lost, and worse than that.
1 and 2.
Okay, let's just say that you lost,
Fouled off.
but that's not even the worst part.
Bases are loaded here. 1 down.
Well, that is especially if you're a big fan of St. Louis, though. But the news is that
Big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
I'll type it.
Really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
So now to the plate, Harold Castro. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
And unfortunately, they kind of proved your point, sadly, Atticus. I was really hoping they would step up, or McCullers would end up making a mistake or something.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Lifetime numbers against Matt Boyd. He's gone 2 for 6.
So, yeah, they won the right to recruit you, and now you're part of the Cubs. But if there's anything that I can do to... Because I don't want to put you in a situation you absolutely hate.
On the ground to third. And there's one away.
No! That's not to say I couldn't... That's not to say that the Cubs couldn't trade you to another team, just so you wouldn't. It's just virtual me. Oh, okay. Sue them for emotional distress and have them change their name to the Kittens, Atticus. You're not gonna raise a huge. Okay. I mean, that is unless somebody decides to say, "Hey, let's trade for our Rockhawk 64." If someone else does that, I don't think you'll be upset either. But all right, I will keep that in mind, though.
Either way now, I suppose. Hit softly down the line at first.
Oh,
is not going to be in time.
Oh, whoa!
He's going to wind up with an infield single.
An infield single. Crikey.
So a runner at first with one out now, and digging into bat next, the Cuban import.
I do the Barry Sanders and retire. Did you see that Backyard Sports is coming back? Really? That's news to me. When did this happen?
Pitch out. Nothing doing.
And making sure that the runner at first does not steal second. But no, I did not know about that. Was this in a wild pitch? And wow, got away. Wow, the Tigers, you know what? I hate to say this, but Atticus, I hate to say it, but you might have just jinxed your own team.
They're trying to make sure the guy at the plate doesn't hurt them at all. And with that base open at first, they might opt to just put him on.
But hey, news broke today. See, that's probably why I didn't know.
Now the 3-0 offering. Down the left field line.
Hits it away, but it hooks foul.
And it's a foul ball. One out and a runner on second base. Fastball is taken for a strike.
I'm gonna play half the game in retirement with Vernon Davis. I mean, I know who Vernon Davis is, by the way, but I mean, I would have thought that you would have pulled a Jason Witten, you know, because he played like all but one season in Dallas, and then he signed a one-day contract to go back to the Cowboys, and then he retired. Not a problem, Brock. Thank you so much for coming in, dude. Thank you so much for coming in, bro. They were screwed from the start. You obviously don't realize how bad Detroit is. I mean, they haven't been like competitive like on a regular basis since, well, actually no, that's not true. But they haven't won since '84. Albeit it was during the year of the Tiger. Although wait a minute. Another wild pitch. But yeah, Detroit, they haven't won, well, the Tigers, that is, haven't won since the year of the Tiger, 1984.
They really need to clean it up and start taking care of the baseball.
Though it's not like Detroit's other teams haven't won championships, but yeah, the Tigers haven't won, you know, the big one since then. But unfortunately for the Tigers, their series of mistakes, unfortunately for them, led Darius Helms, the guy number 59. Darius Helms comes up huge.
There are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
And, well, they got the runner at second, but the damage is done. It's now 1-0 Houston. So good play there by the catcher. But now for Detroit, it's simple. They have to score at least one run in order to keep the game going. Anything short of that, and Houston wins.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great.
But the last thing that Houston wants to do is take their foot off the gas pedal. And if they do, it will be a grave mistake. I mean, you know, before 2017, oh, I'm sorry, it was 2 championships in a 6-year span, but still. The fact is, though, you know, prior to 2017, though, you know, Houston was also one of those teams that was cursed at one point. Can I change my position when I go to Houston? Well, to what exactly? Want to be right field. Wait, right field. I want to say you're right field.
And another foul ball.
I believe I put you at right field, but I'll check just to make sure that you are at right field, though. Yeah, I'm going to check to see if you're at right field regardless, though. Billy Mays and Willie Mays. And, of course, McCullers now having trouble again with walking opponents. And for Atticus, he's up next. Let's take a look. So, yeah, Atticus has that single that he got in the first.
For something you could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. As a look, now the pitch. Grounded softly.
And a grounder. And, well, advances the runner to second, though.
Striding in is Eric Haas. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second.
Bro, why is it sending double messages again? I don't know. Maybe it's double vision. I don't know.
Sends that one out of play for strike one.
Although I think that's the first time Atticus has ever said bruh before. Because I don't think I've ever heard him say bruh before.
The runner at second with one away. 1-2 to the Tigers catcher. Oh, and this is
Swing and a miss.
4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence,
Well,
guys.
it all comes down to our next hitter.
Mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
It all comes down to the then rookie at the time, Akil Baddoo. He hits it, and wait a minute! He gets himself a single. Wait a second. This might not be over, though. It's like, oh my God, stop sucking so much. What, me or the Tigers? Because I don't have a lollipop.
And feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Well, you know what? I think Akil Baddoo heard you. But now can Jonathan Scope do it? Because he has not been on. You know, he's been pretty off himself, has Jonathan Scope. However, if he can get one, he has, like the old saying goes, you got one job. Can he do it? 1-1.
Taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Not much, honestly. It did it again. 2-1 is the count now.
Making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Atticus broke YouTube. Fouled away.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Last breath for the Tigers.
Too low. And 2 inside. All right. If he gets walked, then Miguel Cabrera would be up next. But let's see if that happens. Oh, and Madu making sure that he does not get caught.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And he misses
Too high. Well,
that was a slider.
it all comes down to the old Tiger himself. The then at the time, soon to be retired, Miguel Cabrera. Can the old Tiger do it?
So next to hit,
if he can do it,
Cabrera trying to bring in the tying run from third.
He might just have one last chance at glory. But if you're Lance McCullers, the last thing you want to do is walk this man too, and walk in a run.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
And it's a good thing this is a 3-inning game, because if this was not, yeah, McCullers would have been pulled off by right now, but he would have gotten the hook, is what I'm trying to say. 2-0 is the count. Fouls it away.
Down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Two and one. Here it is. Inside for a ball.
And now 3-1. Well, of course Cabrera has to protect in case it gets close. Well, actually he doesn't have to, but for McCullers, he's got to get it in there.
The 3-1.
It's not! They walked in a run! I can't believe this! McCullers has let his team down! Oh my goodness!
Up next, Cesar Hernandez
I mean,
needs a hit here to bring the
I'll just say this though.
with 2 away.
If there was any way the Tigers were going to win, it would have to be because of Lance McCullers.
Here comes the first pitch.
And that's another low pitch.
Here's the 1-0.
Well, at the very least, we'll get a 3rd inning or a bottom of the 3rd. But can Detroit take the lead here?
Fouled away.
Fouled away. Neat. Do it again. And by the way, this is the guy that was traded away for Jose. Ooh, good shot though, but got to straighten it out. And McCullers has 30 pitches this inning. This is insane.
The set and the 1-2.
Too low. Well, got him. Yeah, not too low. Sorry. I mean, it was low, but for a moment I thought it was too low to where it was going to be a ball. But no, it was a strike. Got caught looking. Well, it's tied, but Houston can still win with a run. That's all they need. So Detroit's not done yet, but they will be done if they give up a run.
Going in the veteran catcher, Martin Maldonado.
And when Atticus says you, he doesn't mean me necessarily. He means his teammates.
First pitch on the way.
1-0.
And, whoa, what a shot! And this could be, I believe it is! It's over! Maldonado ends the game up. And for the Tigers, the Tigers will be going into hibernation this year. But for the Astros, they move on. And for Atticus, he gets to be part of the Astros. And, well, what can I say?
Wow,
what a game.
He wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
I hate this game. Yeah, well. But you know what? Like, my uncle and my uncle was a young man at the time, and he was there when he was there watching on television the '84 World Series between the San Diego Padres and the Detroit Tigers, and he remembers. He remembers the Kirk Gibson home run that clinched it for the Tigers at the time. So at least I'll have those memories to, or at least he'll have those memories to remember the Tigers by. But it is true. It could be worse. It could be the Detroit Pistons. But really, the Pistons weren't always like that, too. I mean, they are former 3-time NBA world champions, so it's not like they've never won anything. But anyway, congratulations to Maldonado for getting the walk-off home run. And for Lance McCullers, he's got to step up his game. Because if he plays a game like that against a different team, you know, we would have seen a different result. But anyway.
2 hours and 42 minutes.
To the same for yeah, of course. To the Giants. Yeah, it was against the Giants though. Okay. Before I do anything else, let me just make sure the Cardinals. Oh, yeah, the Cardinals. What did I say? The Giants? I'm so stupid. Well, wait. Yeah, they won. Wait, okay, they lost to the Cardinals in 2006, but in 2012 it was against the Giants. I remember because I was watching the World Series, and they made the Tigers made the wait. I might have to look. I might have to look back at the history books, but I do know that at least one of them was against the Giants. But yeah, the Cardinals in 2006. I do remember that one. Yeah. All right, let me check. Excuse me, I can't talk. Let me check to see if. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, you were a right fielder. Oh, right, for when you go over to the the Astros. Okay. Okay. We gotcha. All right, let me take a look at the lineups here. Yep, I have you at right field. Yeah, right field. You're playing right field, so. Okay, so there you are. Hi, AJ. But unfortunately, that's gonna do it for the show. But like I said, I'll have your game up first. It's the least I can do. Yes, the Rangers are gonna play next time. Absolutely. Nebraska hasn't won since the 90s. The Carolina Panthers never won. Hurricanes haven't won since 06. Oh, for Baltimore? Yes, your character's on the Orioles. Gotta go back the other way, please. Yep. I have you as the catcher. I have you as a catcher, since that was really one of the biggest things they needed at that time. Yeah, but we're talking about the birds, not the cookie. And yeah, they really haven't been the same since Cal Ripken retired, and I mean, really, they haven't won since '83. But yeah, there's your character right there. Hope you like that. Yeah, that's the thing. From the time this game came out up until now, yeah, Baltimore is on the rise, though. Got it. Oh, okay. But yeah, I have you at 6'4", 240 pounds. So here's the rest of you. You got some nice shoes, a sweet glove, and let's see. Let's look at your bat. You got an Easton Pro 243 Maple. Oh, let's take a look at your cleats. Hang on a second. Oh, those are New Balance. If you want Jordans, please tell me. But yeah, let's see. Do they have Jordans? I mean, they... Oh, you have dreads. Oh, I didn't know that. Let's see. Oh, okay, so they do have Jordans. Let's see. You have the Jordan 10. Oh, the Jordan 10 Retro MCS Low, the original. The Jordan 10 Retro Metal. Or the Jordan 1 Retro Metal. Those are the only Jordans that they have in this game, apparently. Or are there any more? Okay, yeah. Yeah, they only have 4 Jordans, so... And I already picked out the colors, so... And of course the colors were done so that they would match whatever team you ended up with. So, but I did not know that you had dreads. Okay, we'll keep the Jordan 1s. All right, let me go back to your hair. Yeah, I gave you the curl, but again, I didn't know that you had dreads, so I didn't know that. So we have these kind of dreads. Oh, awesome. So we have these kind of dreads. There's a couple of other ones. No, not that one. We have the twists. Okay. Are there any other ones that... Okay, so those are the only dreads that they have. Okay, so that's the only option we got. All right, cool. Although, do you have... Well, do you have black hair, or do you have... Or is it brown, or a dark brown or something? So is it like this, or is it something like something like this? Oh, your hair is black. Okay. And I imagine everything about you, like your facial hair matches the top of your heads, though. My dreads to the lower back. Huh. You know what? Unfortunately, these are the only dreads that the game has. Sometimes games like that, with games like this, it happens. So no, these are the only dreads I can give you. Though I wish they had more options for dreads. I'll be honest with you. I was saying dreads is to my lower. Oh! In real life. Oh, okay. But I imagine that you would have had to cut it just so that you didn't accidentally step on them, or people didn't grab your hair or anything like that. You know, especially in the Bible with Samson. You know, because his hair turned out to be like the hair was the source of his strength, but it turned out to be an Achilles heel, especially with Delilah. But I'll go with that. And then as for the gold tee, I imagine this is fine. I did cut it 2 years ago, and I still have them, but they still grew. So you won't even know I cut them. Yeah. All right, let me accept the changes, and that's it. There we go. All right. Well, as stated before, that's going to do it for our show. I'll leave it on this screen, though, but thank you so much for those who came in, and congratulations to those who won, and, you know, for those who lost and got sent to another team. You know, better luck next time, of course. Yeah, of course, it won't be easy, but it can be done. It can be done. It can be done. But until then, I will see you next time. I don't know if it's later this weekday. If not, I'll see you next time. And if not, I'll see you on or not Sunday. Well, yeah, Sunday I'll see you there too, but Saturday as well. But until then, have a good night. Do take care of each other. Do stay safe. God bless. And may you live your best life. Peace out, everybody. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Have a good one.